Hey guys, it's Sarah with AmericanTrucks.com, and today we have a review and install of the Outlaw Nerf side step bars in textured black, fitting your 19 and newer Ram 1500s, excluding the classic models. These are perfect for the truck owner who wants to add the convenience of a step to their truck and wants an option with the most stepping surface available. These side step bars provide a safe and easy entry into your truck, especially if it's lifted or leveled, and double as a bit of added side protection against minor door dings. So even though they call these a Nerf side step, they are more of a tubular construction. They feature several tubular bars with a plate steel stepping surface that extends the length of the truck and is 6.5 inches wide. The step itself is constructed from 2-inch tubing with a 16-gauge steel plate on top and a nice textured black finish. So as far as price goes, these come in at around $375, which is actually on the lower end price-wise when compared to other steps. And for your money, you're getting a beefy steel step with a stepping surface that extends the length of the truck and is one of the wider options available, plus that nice textured black finish. I'm giving this install 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. It does feature direct bolt-up installation with no drilling or cutting required and can be done within 1 hour. So with that said, let's jump into our install. For this install, you will need ratchets or an impact gun, a 15 and 13 millimeter socket. You may want a small extension, and you need a 16 millimeter wrench. All right, so the first step in our install is to grab the brackets and get them bolted up underneath the truck. Now, it's very important to note that each of these brackets is different between sides of the truck and also the front, center, and rear mounting points. So make sure you are grabbing the proper bracket that is on the diagram in the instructions. All right, so the first mounting point is right up front here. We're gonna grab one of these universal mounting brackets and also one of the bolts with the square part on the head there, the cap head bolts, and then go over top of these 2 mounting points on the bottom here. Then we're gonna grab the front passenger side bracket, which looks like this. It'll have this larger portion up here facing towards the back of the truck, and then this small mounting point here. Now we're gonna install a washer, lock washer, and nut over each of these mounting points. And don't forget the bolt that we just installed. You need one over that center section as well. Might be helpful to hold that bolt from the back to make sure it doesn't slide back into the bracket so you can get some threads over the end. Make sure both the brackets are sitting where they should. Grab your 13 millimeter socket and tighten these down. Next up, we're moving to the center mounting point. We're gonna install one of the universal brackets with the cap head bolt that sits in this square hole here. We're also gonna install this bracket. This is the center bracket. It should have a smaller top portion here facing forward to the truck. And also it has a little offset section here that'll also set it apart. Grab a washer, lock washer, and nut, and install the 2 brackets together. It's easiest if you hold the bolt in with a finger just to make sure it doesn't push out so that you can actually get some threads on it. And install a washer, lock washer, and nut on the rest of the mounting points. Now you can grab your 13 millimeter socket and tighten them down. Now keep in mind there is a bit of adjustability in these brackets, and if you need to move your step, you can get the adjustability there by loosening them and tightening them back down when you're done. Now we're gonna repeat that on the rearmost mounting point with the universal bracket. And then this rear bracket will have the larger space up top here facing the front of the truck. We'll have this smaller piece facing the rear of the truck, and it does have that offset here. That's what separates it, the very front from the very rear. Also, you'll see it lines up well with the studs if you're not sure if you have the correct one. We're gonna install the hardware, joining each bracket first, the lock washer, washer, and nut. And then install the washer, lock washer, and nut on the rest of the mounting points. Grab your 13mm socket and tighten these down. All right, now we can grab our step and hold it in place while we install the hardware. You may want to grab a friend for this portion of the install because the step is pretty heavy. Go ahead and let's get this installed. We're gonna install the steps brackets right behind the brackets on the truck. Grab the M10 hardware. You're gonna want a bolt, washer, and nut. And install the bolt through the front of the step, through the bracket, and the nut on the other side. Repeat that for the rest of the mounting points. Now we're gonna grab a 16mm wrench and a 15mm socket and tighten these down. Keep in mind that the step does move a little bit, so you want to make sure it's sitting to where you like it before you tighten it down. All right, so that is going to do it for the review and install of these side step bars. And remember, for all things Ram, keep it at AmericanTrucks.com.